The Agricultural Writers of South Africa presents Farmer of the Year. Candidates in the category Farmer of the Year are Free State, Gerrit van Zyl; Gauteng, Dr. Francois Saaijman; Limpopo, George Barnard; Mpumalanga, Johann Pistorius; Northwest, Oosthuizen Farms; Northern Cape, Visser; and Western Cape, 4 Cousins. Do not only preserve land, improve. Gerrit van Zyl. Gerrit van Zyl won 2 of the most prestigious awards in the beef industry last year. His Hanszeil Bonsmara stud near De Wetsdorp was, for the 2nd time, honoured as the Agricultural Research Council's National Performance Test Herd of the Year. He also won Voermal's National Cattle Farmer of the Year award. Gerrit developed a unique method to compare the efficiency of livestock farmers across the world. It is used, among others, to calculate the profitability of individual cows, so it can be used as selection criteria. Gerrit started farming part-time in 1993 and today farms on 2,500 hectares. He is one of the few farmers who successfully and sustainably mates heifers on natural pasture at 12 to 14 months. He believes one of his biggest initial mistakes was to only preserve and not to improve his land. Today, he actively improves his land and his cattle load is up to 25% above the district's norm. From medicine to agriculture, Dr. Francois Saaijman. From part-time farming 35 years ago, Francois recently turned to full-time farming on 2 farms, one of 500 and the other 600 hectare. On the one he produces weaners and raises heifers on the other. He weans calves on about 43% of the mother's body mass, or on 7 months. Calf body mass is then around 210 kilograms. His resources are water, trees and grass. He cares for these intensely. Trees are never chopped down and dead ones are left to sustain an ecosystem. Good grass maintenance helps minimize erosion. We hardly drive with vehicles in the veld. Good people management means good staff relations, competitive salaries and active engagement in farming activities. They receive free medical services and belong to a pension fund. He started a local football team, the Maryvale Pirates, named after the farm. The team has developed into a force of its own. Francois is chairperson of Agri Pretoria, was president of the Gauteng Red Meat Producers Organisation and deputy president of Agri Gauteng. Crop or game farming, he does it all. George Barnard. George Barnard and his wife Marlene operate an extensive crop and game farm in the Loskop Valley at Groblersdal. Crop farming consists of the production of potatoes, maize, seed maize, sweet corn, dry beans, green beans, wheat, oats and peas. They also farm with buffalo, sable, nyala, eland, zebra, waterbuck and impala. George bought land for the first time in 2000 and in time purchased more land and now farms on 826 hectares, 300 hectares under irrigation. Since then, he has complemented his farming operations with game farming. He has been named McCain Farmer of the Year in 2005, the Tau SA Young Farmer of the Year in 2010, and a Grain SA Grain Producer of the Year finalist in 2011. George serves on the board of the McCain Vegetable Support Fund and is also a member of the local agricultural union. Working with nature and not against it, Johann Pistorius. Since 2001, Johann has farmed on Paardefontein in the Standerton district. The farming operations consist of crop and livestock sections. He also has a limousine and boran and a commercial stud. He plants maize, soya and sugar beans in a crop rotation system with some of the land under center pivotal irrigation. He practices minimum or no tillage on the entire farm. The annual Val Farmers' Day is held on his farm where agricultural companies demonstrate their machinery. Johann is chairperson of the Waterval Farmers Association and was chairman of the Highveld Limousine Club. He likes developing and adapting farm implements to meet his requirements. His other passions are cooking, golf, hunting, skiing, horse riding and diving. His passion for flying culminated in a flying license in 2004. Modern farming technologies combined with fairness and honesty. Oosthuizen Farms. Nowadays, having a love for farming is not enough, says Dion and Gideon Oosthuizen of Oosthuizen Farms in the Reismuurveld area in the Ventersdorp district in Northwest. Sound business principles and a scientific approach to farming are essential. The farming operation consists of a crop and livestock section. They plant seed maize, potatoes and dryland maize for the feedlot. Potatoes are supplied to McCain Foods, while 120 hectare seed maize is supplied to Monsanto. The livestock section entails 2,000 breeding stock cows and feeding pen cattle. They also have about 800 head of sheep. They are staunch supporters of precision farming and make use of technology to determine soil status. They do annual soil tests to ensure correct planting mixtures. To incorporate new technology for your farming operations is essential. It's like using a cell phone or GPS, they say. An olive branch also means business. Ben Visser. Ben Visser started his farming career in the Valharts Valley in the Northern Cape. His farm, Eden Estate, is just outside Hartswater. After matriculating at Grey College in Bloemfontein, he started farming with wheat, lucerne, cotton and oats. Economic realities and the decreasing profit margins of cash crops made him look for an alternative crop which could add value. This gave rise to his research into olives, something that always fascinated him. He planted his first olive trees in 1995, the start of the enterprise Olives South Africa and commercial olive farming in Valharts. Today he markets about 80 products, including olive oil, table olives, an olive oil skin treatment and a health range. The company has been a supplier to Woolworths since 2003. Ben has since added pecan nut orchards and a processing plant to the farming operations. The first commercial pecan nuts were cracked, roasted and flavored last year. The Four Cousins range is the best seller of all glass bottle brands in South Africa. Retief Nephews. Retief Nephews, Henny, Bissell, Philip and Neil, better known as the Four Cousins, are the driving force behind the Van Looferen cellar near Robertson, one of the most successful wine farms in South Africa. The Four Cousins range is the best seller of all glass bottle brands in South Africa. In the past 15 years, the cellar capacity has increased from 7 to 2 million litres. Farming began with 22 hectares of land in 1937 and was expanded to 12 farms, planting 162 hectares with a record yield of 6,035 tonnes of grapes this year. More than 500 hectares of the farm is set aside for the preservation of the natural environment. In 2006, Van Looferen bought the De Gorrie farm of 138 hectares in partnership with all its 116 employees under a purchased empowerment transaction. The workers own 52% of the farm through a trust and the Van Looferen vineyards the rest. De Gorrie was appointed as the National Agri-Bee Project of the Year in 2009. Van Looferen is proud of the performance of its people. Danielle van Rensburg was a finalist in the Woman Winemaker of the Year competition in 2008-2009. Jonas Cupid was awarded as the Cellar Worker of the Year in 2009. And this year, Christian Williams, director of De Gorie, was the Worker of the Year for the Langeberg region.